Students, today in chapter motion we are going to study graphical representation of motion. We have already studied about the type of graph like the pictorial graph. We use the pictures for representing the graph. We have used a line graph. Line graph basically we used for two variables. Here in this chapter we are also using the line graph for the two variables. These two variables in which we one represent on the x-axis and the other on the y-axis. One variable is independent variable. What is about the independent variable? It do not depends on other. Like time. टाइम जैसे कि टाइम है, टाइम किसी पे डिपेंड नहीं करता, टाइम अपने आप बढ़ रहा है, आगे चेंजेस हो रहे हैं. सेकेंड वन इज द डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल. डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल मीन्स इट डिपेंड्स ऑन इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल. Like the distance, if a body is moving, it means it is covering some distance with the time in increasing, like for the first second, for the first third second and the fourth second, it according to increasing the time, the distance is also increases. So the distance depends on the time. It means time is independent variable and the distance is dependent variable. We represent independent variable on the x-axis and dependent variable like the distance or the velocity on the y-axis. First, we study about distance time graph. Distance time graph. In this graph, we use time on x-axis. This is the time. We can use the time in we can use the unit seconds or hours for representing the time, and this distance on the y-axis. This is distance. It can be represented with the unit meter or it can be in kilometer. Basically, we use meter for the distance and the seconds for the time because we know that these are the SI unit of distance and time. Okay, now in distance time graph, what kind of graph can be here in this chapter? First, suppose a body is at rest. So first type of graph we are going to study is if a body is at rest. What type of graph it can be? If a body is at rest, it means suppose you are at 1 second, you are at the distance of 10 meter. In another 1 second, it means in 2 seconds, you are again at 10 meter. In 3 seconds, you are again at 10 meter. You are not moving, you are at rest. If you want to represent this situation on the graph, I told you we represent time on the x-axis and distance on the y-axis. So in 1 second, this is the time. 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second. This is the distance. We can write 5, 10, 15. We can use distance in meter. We can use any scale. Like here I am representing 1 centimeter with the 5 meter. Okay. Now according to this situation, at the 1 second you are at 10 meter. In 2 second you are at 10 meter. 3 second you are at 10 meter. It means this type of graph will be like this. If a distance time graph is a line parallel to the time axis, it represents that body is at rest. So you can write, if a line parallel to the time axis in distance time graph, it represents that the body is at rest. How will you find the speed of the body? If you want to find the speed of the body, you know that for finding the speed, we should know the initial position and the final position with respect to the time. At the time of 0 second, at the time of 1 second, it is at 10 meter. And in 3 second, it is again at the 10 meter. So the speed is equal to distance travel. Distance travel means 10 minus 10. At 1 second, it is at 10 meter. At 3 second, it is at 10 meter. So the distance is 10 minus 10. And the time taken is 3 minus 1. That is 0 upon 2 is 0. So the speed is 0. It means a body is at rest. This is the first situation for the distance time graph. When the body is at rest, you should remember it that the distance time graph will be like this. A line parallel to the time axis. Second condition, suppose a body is moving with a uniform velocity. Body is moving with uniform velocity. Uniform velocity. We know that a body is moving with a uniform velocity, uniform speed. It means a body cover equal distance in equal interval of time. Suppose at 1 second, if 1 second you cover 5 meter, in another 1 second, it means in 2 seconds you cover 10 meter, in 3 seconds you cover 15 meter, in 4 seconds you cover 20 meter. So in 1 seconds you are covering the equal distance. It means equal distance in equal interval of time. And this type of motion, we know that this type of motion is called the uniform motion or the uniform velocity. Now show it on a graph. This is the graph. This is the dt graph. Time is on the x-axis and the distance on the y-axis. Now this is 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second. You should also write the unit of this time in bracket and distance in meter. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, at 1 second it is at 5 meter. Here. At 2 second it is at 10 meter. At 2 second it is at 10 meter. At 3 second at 15 meter. 4 second at 20 meter. So the graph is like this. This type of graph is split. It means it is a straight line but not parallel to the time axis. So if a line, if a straight line is drawn in a distance time graph, it represents the body of uniform motion. Body have a uniform motion, but the line, the straight line, should not be parallel to the time axis. So this type of graph this type of graph we represent. This type of graph represent the body that has a uniform motion or the uniform velocity. If you want to find the speed of the moving body, in this case, suppose this is the point A, B, C and D. If you want to find the speed of the body from B to C, so what should you do? We know that speed is equal to distance upon time. So we should say that from B to C, how much distance he cover? He cover 5 meter. He is at the 10 meter and after 1 second it is at 15 meter. It means the distance covered by him from B to C is 15 minus 10. Upon the time is how much? 3 minus 2. If we draw perpendiculars from here and also perpendicular from this point, and suppose we represent it with the point E. This is the length which is equal to 15 minus 10. Look at here. ये 15 था यहाँ से यहाँ तक का और ये यहाँ से यहाँ तक 10 है. तो यही तो लेंथ है 15 minus 10. I told you the distance covered by him from B to C is 15 minus 10. So this is the distance, that is 15 minus 10. And the time taken is from B to C. Time is from B to C is this one and this length is this one. So we can say this is we represent it by using the term slope. Slope BC. Slope BC means CE upon BE. CE upon B. CE upon B. What is CE? CE is 15 minus 10. 15 minus 10, sorry. And BE is 3 minus 2. Same as? This is called the slope of the graph and we can find the speed of the graph by using the formula. This is called the slope of the graph. Slope BC. Slope BC. It will be 5.1, that is 5 meter per second. Okay, I have to use another page or I can explain you again one thing here from this graph. So I have to show here near to this graph so that you can understand easily. If you want to find the speed from B to D, is the speed will be same or not? देखते हैं. B to D, I told you the formula is slope. The speed from B to D. So the speed is equal to slope BD. Slope speed is equal to slope BD. And slope BD means perpendicular upon base. If I represent it by the alphabet F, then slope BD is equal to DF upon BF. DF upon BF. And what is DF here? DF is 20 minus 10. This length is 20 minus 10 is equal to 20 minus 10 upon BF. BF is 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 is equal to 10 upon 2. Now again it is 5 meter per second. Okay. So the formula if you want to find the speed by using the DT graph, you should find the slope of the graph. This is called the slope of the graph. Slope means perpendicular upon base. Okay, this is the second situation in which a body is moving with the uniform velocity. Now, the third condition may be if a body is moving with the non-uniform velocity. Body is moving with the non-uniform velocity or the speed. For example, in 1 second you cover the distance of 5 meter. In another 1 second, it means in 2 seconds you cover the distance of 7 meter. In another 1 second, it means in 3 seconds you cover the distance of 12 meter. Now represent it on a graph. Distance and the time. Time in seconds and distance in meter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And I am using here the unit 5. Okay, 5, 10, 15. Now for the 1 second it is 5 meter. For the 2 second it is 7 meter. It will be near about, can be here. At 3 it is at 12. It can be about here. So the graph is like this. It means a curve. When a body is moving with a non-uniform speed, the graph is a curve. Graph is not a straight line, but it is a curve line. So this type of graph represent the body has a non-uniform speed or the non-uniform velocity. These are the distance time graph. Now I am explaining you the velocity time graph of a body. Second type of graph is velocity time graph. Velocity versus time. Velocity time graph. ये थे डिस्टेंस और टाइम के साथ एक दूसरे का किस तरह से चेंजेस आ रहा है टाइम के साथ साथ. अब हम पढ़ेंगे किस तरह से वेलोसिटी का टाइम के साथ चेंज आता है और आप उसको आप ग्राफ से कैसे पता कर सकते हो कि विच टाइप ऑफ ग्राफ इज दिस. अ यूनिफॉर्म मोशन, अ बॉडी इज एट यूनिफॉर्म मोशन, नॉन यूनिफॉर्म मोशन, विच टाइप ऑफ ग्राफ, which type of motion is represented by the VT graph. Now for the VT graph, first we should know that the time is always represent on x-axis and we should represent the time on the x-axis and velocity or the speed on the y-axis. This is speed. It can be in meter per second. I am using here meter per second. It can be kilometer per hour according to the time hours. Now what type of graph it can be? First, if a body is moving with a constant velocity, I will make a graph for it. I am writing here a velocity time graph for a body moving with a constant speed. What type of graph will we prepare if we represent a moving body? If we represent a body is moving with the uniform speed, it means its speed is not changes, speed is constant. Suppose in 1 second its speed is it can be any value. It can be 4 meter per second. Again in 2 seconds its speed is 4 meter per second. In 3 seconds speed is 4 meter per second. Now its speed is not changes according to the time. If we represent it on the graph, what type of graph will be? Here speed and time in seconds and speed in meter per second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is 0, 0 origin point. This is can be 4, 8, 12. Okay, at the 1 second, or you can use 2. We should not use the table of 4. We can use the table of 2. 2, 4, 6. Okay, now at the 1 second the speed is 4 meter per second. It means here in 2 second again 2 meter per second, 4 meter per second. In 3 second 4 meter per second. Now the graph is like this. It means if the speed time graph is a parallel line parallel to the time axis, is a straight line parallel to the time axis. You can write here the straight line parallel to the time axis of the speed time graph represent that body is at uniform speed. It means its speed is not changes according to the time. It has a constant speed. Or we know that if body has a constant speed, what should be its acceleration? Since velocity is not changes, it has the same velocity initially and after some time its velocity is same. So if the velocity is not changes according to the time, it means the acceleration will be 0. If you want to find the acceleration of a body, you should know the final velocity. I have already explained you what is acceleration and the formula for the acceleration. Acceleration means acceleration is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity divided by the time. By using this graph, how can we find the acceleration? By using a speed time graph, at the time of 1 second, its velocity is 4 meter per second, and at the end of 4 second, its velocity is again 4 meter per second. Suppose at the end of 4 seconds, velocity is 4 meter per second. So the final velocity is 4, initial velocity is 4, and the time changes to 1 to 4. It means 4 minus 1, 3. 0.3. It is 0. If the graph of the speed time graph is like this, like a line parallel to time axis, it means the body has a uniform velocity or the uniform speed, and its acceleration will be 0. Now the second case, suppose a body is moving not with the constant speed but with the variable speed and has a uniform acceleration. Then what type of graph will be here for the uniform acceleration? Uniform acceleration means the speed of the bodies changes equally in equal interval of time. Body is moving with uniform acceleration. For example, body at the first second, its body velocity is 2 meter per second. In 2 second, velocity is 4 meter per second. In 3 second, velocity is 6 meter per second. In 4 second, velocity is 8 meter per second. So its velocity equally changes in equal interval of time. In every 1 second, its velocity changes to 2 meter per second. So this type of velocity we called it the uniform acceleration motion. This type of motion we called it uniform acceleration motion. So if we represent it on the graph, this is the graph. This is the velocity time graph, or we can say the speed time graph. VT graph. Time is in seconds and velocity is in meter per second. So by using these values, we can draw the graph. First of all, we have to write the values here. 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second. This is the scale. Velocity, okay, we can use the unit 2. It means we can represent the 1 centimeter by the 2 unit. We are using the scale 2 meter per second representing 1 centimeter. 2, 4, 6 and 8. At 1 second, speed is 2. At 2 second, this distance should be equal. You can't use here 2, then 8, then 10. We should make the equal differences here. This is called the scale. In 1 second, 2. In 2 second, it will be 4. In 3 second, it is 6. And in 4 second, it is 8. So this graph is like this. It means if a body is moving with a uniform acceleration, its graph is a straight line but not parallel to the time axis. This type of graph show that the body has a uniform acceleration. It means his velocity changes equally in equal interval of time. This is the graph of uniform accelerated motion. And what will happen if the velocity of the body is decreasing? It means retardation. Next, these are two graphs. Okay, third one, uniform retardation. If a body is moving with a uniform retarding motion, retardation, uniform retardation. For example, at the time of 1 second, its velocity is 20 meter per second. In 2 second, velocity is 15 meter per second. In 3 second, velocity is 20 meter per second. Now its velocity is decreasing uniformly. 5 meter per second in every 1 second. एक सेकेंड में 5 कम होती जा रही है, तो डिक्रीज हो रही है. एंड वी नो डैट इफ द वेलोसिटी ऑफ द बॉडी इज डिक्रीजेज, इट मीन्स बॉडी इज retarding. It means its acceleration will be negative. Oh, not 20, here should be 10. If we represent it on a graph, this is the time and this is the speed, or we can write the velocity 1 2 3 4, and I'm here using a unit of 5 meter, 10 meter per second, and 15 meter per second, 20 meter per second is speed in meter per second. At the time of 1 second, its speed is 20. At 2 second, 15. At 3 second, 10. Or if we join these points, it means this type of graph is shown here. It is this type of graph represent the body has a uniform retardation. It means the acceleration is negative. This type of graph represent the uniform retardation. It is a straight line but a decline line. Okay, if you want to find the distance or the velocity by using these graph, okay, one more graph is here. Now suppose a body is moving with the non-uniform motion. If a body is moving with a non-uniform motion and non-uniform velocity, its graph will be a curved graph like this, or it can be like this. So these type of curve show that these type of VT graph, these type of curve in VT graph show that the body has a non-uniform motion. Okay, if you want to find the distance or the acceleration by using this graph, how can you find the acceleration and the displacement? Suppose this is the velocity time graph. This is the VT graph. And it is like this. Okay. I'm using here some values. It can be, you can use any value. 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second. Suppose it is 5 meter per second, 10 meter per second, 15 meter per second, 20 meter per second. We know that this type of graph represent the uniform motion. If you want to find the acceleration of this body, how will you find it acceleration? I'm marking here the point A, B, C and D. If you want to find the acceleration of by using the graph VT graph, we can find it by using the slope of the graph. It means acceleration will be, suppose you want to find the acceleration from B to C, from B to D ले लेते हैं. Okay, from B to D. If you want to find the acceleration from B to D, you have to find the slope. Slope means perpendicular upon this face. This perpendicular upon this face. It will represent the acceleration of the body. Acceleration will be slope BD. Slope BD means I am writing here E. Slope BD means perpendicular DE upon base BE. DE, D is how much? 20 minus 10. पूरा 20 था, ये 10 था, तो ये कितना बचा? 20 minus 10. And what is about B? This whole is 4 and this one is 2. So it will be 4 minus 2. It is 10 upon 2, that is 5 meter per second square. It means if you want to find the acceleration by using the velocity time graph, you have to find the slope of the graph. And we have already learned that, studied that, for in VT graph, we can find the velocity. We can find the velocity by using the slope. by finding the slope of the graph. In distance time graph, by finding the slope of the graph, we find the velocity. We find the velocity by using the dt graph. And in vt graph, we can find the acceleration by finding its slope. Okay, in vt graph, slope is used for finding the acceleration, and in dt graph, slope is used for finding the velocity of the graph. Okay, now if you want to find the displacement of the body by using the velocity time graph, how can you find the displacement of the body, not the graph. Velocity in meter per second, and here is a time in seconds. This is 1 second for 5 meter per second, and this is the D point, this is the A point. थोड़ा क्लियर फिगर बना दिया है, बहुत ज़्यादा गंदा हो जाता है ये. If you want to find the displacement of the body from A to D, A to D में कितना displacement उसने किया है, तो you have to find the area of this whole portion. If you draw the perpendicular from these 2 points, the whole area will represent the displacement of the body. Okay, suppose you want to find the displacement of the body from A to D. This is the trapezium. We know that this is a trapezium. This is trapezium. In trapezium, the area of trapezium is 1/2 into height and the sum of the parallel sides. You have studied this formula in class 8th in mathematics. So the area of trapezium is 1/2 into height and the sum of the parallel sides. In this graph, the parallel side is this one and this one. So this value is how much? This is 5 meter and this value is 20 meter, and the height is 4 minus 3, that is 3. This is the height, this is the length. So we can find the distance. Distance is equal to 1/2 into the area of this whole portion. How can you find the displacement by using the VT graph? We will find the area covered by this whole portion into h. H is how much? This height is 3 and parallel sides is 5 plus 20. 5 plus 20. It will be 1/2 into 3 into 25. 25 3s are 75.2, 3, 7.5 meter. This will be the area covered by the body. Again, suppose in this figure, this is representing the speed time graph where the body is moving with the uniform speed. If you want to find the area covered by the body at the time of from point A to B. Here this is the point A and this is the point B. If you want to find the area covered by the body, you have to find the area of this whole length. It means this one. So we will find the area of the rectangle. This is a rectangle which has the length is 4 meter and the breadth is how much? This is 4 meter. Okay. So if you want to find the distance of this graph, you have to find the area covered by these lines. This is the area of the rectangle. It means displacement will be, we represent the displacement basically with the letter S, small s. So S will be area covered, that is length multiplied with the breadth is equal to 16 meters meter. This is the area, this is the unit of distance cover. So if you want to find the displacement covered by the body by using the speed time graph, you have to find the area covered by the body. These are some points about the graph, dt graph and vt graph, and I have already explained you how can you find the velocity by using the distance time graph, how can you find the velocity, how can you find the acceleration by using VT graph, we will find the slope, and how can you find the distance at the displacement by using the VT graph. In next video, I will explain you the 3 equation of motion. The 3 equation of motion are the most important equation in this chapter. These equation we will use in next 3 chapters again. First equation is V is equal to U plus AT. इसकी डेरिवेशन सीखेंगे हम नेक्स्ट पार्ट में, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती हैं. दीज डेरिवेशंस आर सो इम्पॉर्टेंट. V is equal to U plus AT. V is the final velocity, U is the initial velocity, A acceleration, T is the time. S is the distance, displacement. S is equal to ut plus half et square. This is the second equation of motion. And third equation of motion is v square is equal to u square plus 2as, where v is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity, is the acceleration, s is the displacement or the distance of the body. So these are the three equations of motion. I will explain you in next video the derivation of these equations of motion. Okay, bye.